Hi, dear tutor and mates. My name is Shalom Joa, and today I'm going to explain about my lesson plan, taking into account the social science and the English skills. In this moment, I'm going to focus in the countries from Europe, and my objectives is to develop the new vocabulary about European countries and develop this in a real context, then taking into account the new vocabulary but also the social science topics. Um, uh, I want to develop this lesson plan. I focus this lesson plan in a school that I work, and the introduction about the students that I would like to do that are students for sixth grade. They are between 10 and 12 years old, and they have a good things in order to develop their second language because they have in a context that they develop their skills because their parents are the most of the parents are bilinguals, so it's important to develop these skills in the school but in at home too. So I'm going to start the activity with simple questions like how are you, in order to help the students to be comfortable in the class. Then the activity is going to focus in like a dynamic activity. The idea is that they participate in the activity, but they are going to research about one country, about Europe, and they are going to talk about food, some countries and special activities about the tourist places in order to explain their mates, and they are going to develop the knowledge about this country in their for themselves but also for their mates. The idea is to do a group. Then they are going to divide it. For example, the activity divided the topics. We are going to focus in the flat and the representation of the flat, the colors, what happened with the colors, why the country choose these colors, and special celebrations like here, for example, the Candles Day in Colombia, or the Independence Day, the Labor Day, or something like that, and why there are special celebrations. The important places about the country, for example, in Colombia, Montserrat is an special and important place, Cartagena, La Ciudad Amurallada, and something like that. And the history about the Independence Day, like here, July 20th and August 7th, are the most important days in Colombia for Independence Day, and all the history that we have in Colombia or in different countries. I'm going to focus in Colombia because it's the example that the students we are going to do. Then the typical food in each country can be, well, we are going to focus in Europe, but the idea is to know geographic things about Europe, like, for example, in Colombia, there are many cities like Bogota, Cali, and the most representative things over there. The food like ajiaco and the paisa or something like that in each country, and the culture, the traditions, the things that they do, or like, for example, on Friday they are going to go to the party, or share with other people, or take some drinks or something like that. Also, well, they are going to do six groups, about 5 students for each group, and they are going to start. They are going to choose one country, then they are going to divide the activities, and then they are going to explain. Um, okay, finally, um, the evaluation is going to be focused in the pronunciation, in the research that the students did in their house, and how they share the information in order to each people of the group know about this. And also the participation of the class when they need to explain about the country or something like that. I think this is the most important. Then, for closure, we are going to talk about how they feel in the activity, what they learn about the activity, taking into account the new vocabulary in English, but also the social science activities and the social science vocabulary. Also, because in this part we are going to focus in the speaking and writing, because they are going to explain, they are going to do a poster or something like that, and then they are going to explain what happened with each country, and that's going to be nice, because they can bring food, they can bring some flags, they can bring pictures, they can bring all of this in order to show the other people about the country. Thank you. This is my video for in this case. Thank you so much.